My favorite memory with Maddie was actually during our freshman year. We were both taking Gen Chem and we were studying for the final. We had our final on the very last day, so we were stuck at Rice for 2 weeks and we were kind of going a little bit stir crazy. But on the last night before our final, we decided to have a study day in my room with my roommate and Maddie and myself. And it ended up turning into one huge dance party where we were just dancing around my room, going crazy, listening to Backstreet Boys and Miley Cyrus and all these old songs. And that is one of my favorite memories that I'll remember forever with Maddie.
So when I came in as a freshman, I wouldn't say that I was scared of Leah, but I was definitely intimidated by her. And one of my earliest memories between me and Leah is whenever we were at the Marquette volleyball tournament and the coaches were about to come in to talk to us, and somehow my water bottle just sprayed all over her jersey, everything. I've never been more afraid for my life in that moment when the coaches are walking in and Leah's mad at me for spilling water all over her right before the game starts. But from that moment to here, it's been amazing to see how much our friendship has grown. So thank you so much for being one of my best friends and just for always supporting me in everything I do.
All right, to my big sis Miranda, I can honestly say the first thing I remember was probably one of our first arguments, how we were going back and forth, and regardless of what I said, you were always right, and that's how it is with every argument with you. Like, no matter if I'm right or wrong, you will always win. And I just like how from freshman year to now, like, we've just grown closer in terms of friendship. From my freshman spring and your sophomore spring, as we died together as middles, being the only two middles going through all the drills. I remember how we had to lean on each other through thick and thin, and it was very challenging. But I really appreciate that time because through it we were able to grow as a family and like strengthen our friendship, and I'm super grateful for it as well.
So everyone knows Chelsea is like one of the best attackers on our team. We can always count on her to get those big kills in any game that we're playing. Anyone who's ever been to a Rice volleyball game knows who Chelsea Harris is. But for those of us who have the privilege of knowing her on a personal level, know that she's so much more than that. Chelsea is fun-loving, she's exciting, she's always welcoming, and there's just a positive presence around her.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about Megan Patterson is that she's just really easy to be around. I remember when I first visited a couple of springs ago, that was her first spring, and maybe it was because both of us were new at the time, but she just made me feel really comfortable and welcome here. And over the past season and this season, we've just grown closer, and I think she's super funny. She kind of might come off as quiet at first, but if you listen closely, she has some really funny, like little sassy comments that just make everyone laugh, and she's just really fun to be around.
So coming in my first semester here, we got super close, me and Andy, and it was kind of sad knowing that she'd be a senior that first year. Unfortunately for her, I mean, that first spring when I was here, she hurt her knee, tore ACL, which actually gave her another chance. I convinced her, I was like, you have to stay here for me one more year, and so luckily enough, I got to spend another year with Andy, and she's awesome. Like I said, I mean, she's the light of the team, and I feel like it's going to be super sad. I'm not ready for senior day when she leaves, and I'm hoping that she'll work in peace and fingers crossed so I can still hang out with her all the time.